Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up. No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you? Give it up! Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence? So you're not that dumb. Which is good, because we get to take as much time as we need. Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh? You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name. Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm Nijima from the Public Prosecutor's Office.
The prosecutor's office?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm.
Nijima-san, I believe this case sides.
You prosecutor, Sai Nijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank...
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not...
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much, though.
Prosecutor, your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to... It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even...
I understand.
Well done on making it this far. Now that you have traversed your the effects of that drug are gonna wear. This is your golden opportunity. The evil influence who wishes you dead. If you want to win this if you wish to take back your stolen... Recall the bonds you formed with your allies and grasp the truth that will...
Ha 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 ha.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up. What a disappointing end to the hero. I still can't believe it. But there's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted... I do have a suggestion. Care to strike a deal? If you... I have a responsibility to solve this case. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point... You've corrupted the order of this country and you'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death. Going forward, I will read a list of people who... Tell me honestly whether or not... First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin. Ryuji Sakamoto. one of the victims of the Kamoshida case, An Takamaki, Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa, the daughter of Wakaba Ishiki, Futaba Sakura, the heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO, Haru Okumura, and the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy, Makoto Nijima. Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they? So you won't sell out your friends. I find it hard to believe that high school— were there not others outside of your— Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if you're sentenced. You had the cooperation of people— Can you tell me about them? I see. So you won't speak a word about— Do you even understand? Let's discuss one other person. Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alongside the— Might he be a part of your team too? So Goro Akechi wasn't one of— So be it. You clearly have no intention of— Even now, you're still acting as though you're a— Your teammates have sacrificed you, and why won't you talk about— Don't be ridiculous. You're not the one to decide— Justice? Then tell me, what is this? Sticking to the right path? That's no different from us. You continue to stand firm. You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story— But many people have fallen victim to this. We need— The truth, huh? I don't— After all this, you're— Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off.
Realized it too then. It was our conversation about— There's no way he could have—
Hey. Can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time— Although I find your story to be quite interesting. Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be— I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
So, how did that— Nijima mentioned a special interrogation. Good. It looks like we can—
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done. Goodbye. Planned? Why are you saying such— Anyhow, there's something that's been Recently I was removed from my post as head of— A short while later, I received word you were— But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you— If that's true—
My suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention— All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader. Okay, then. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion— We'll be counting on you to pull—
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out? Yes, very well. Go on. If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end like— You mean this? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated. What's so important Are you going to unlock it and show me?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that— Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone. Makoto and the others should have told you. I'm talking about the true culprit here. You know, the traitor.
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone? The traitor?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the...
Please. I need you to be clear with me. What do you... My God. You're referring to him. That's it? What are you plotting? It appears my time is up. This will be my last involvement with this. Very well. I've listened to your whole story, and that honest look in your eyes. I'll place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone, right?
I am thou. Thy bond shall become the... Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of...
All right. All right.
I'll be going now. What good will this do, though? Akechi-kun?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access. How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well.
They assigned you?
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here. Nobody would ever know if things got a little...
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thief?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. After all, if you wish to trick...
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the... I need you to be... My God. You're referring...
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone...
Excuse me? What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom...
True. This is undoubtedly good luck in there.
Foolish woman. May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Huh? What are you...
I owe you for all of this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan. Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you... Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends. Shido-san.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left...
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit... I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify... It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate act.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge the...
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. I will keep my eye on them just in case.
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt...
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end. Beyond that, what of the director?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
No, it can't be. Even me. Shh.
What was all that about, showing... The Phantom Thief Alibaba?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured, he came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him out.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you details. You must save him.
You want me to...
Huh?
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here?
Did anyone else stop? Nobody?
There'd be no reason.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true.
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden...
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things and...
You? But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to... I suggest you go into hiding at...
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young
Anchon,
man who is...
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idol thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise. To think that the one behind all this is just a minor. And considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. goodness, look at you now! It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You
Yeah.
stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent, and you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That Phantom Thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It would be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
You're shitting me.
We got him.
It would seem as though you have been killed. But why were you killed? Why did you have to? Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important... Indeed, your death was... What a How might you be capable? Well then, let...
Hey, they're going. You realized it too, then. It was our conversation about Pancake. There's no way he could have reacted like that if he... My thoughts exact. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the... There's no way that this is this whole deal feels... Yeah. It's impossible not to think that. Okay. Let's... One more person has been... If it's possible... That'll be tough. Right. It's a necessity.
I'd have to plant a bug directly on the
So it's impossible even for... I didn't say it was impossible. Okay, I've got a plan. That's perfect. And incredible. This is gonna be...
I see. So we're going...
It'll be a gamble.
I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
It seems you find this game is not. There are still things that must be.
Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening?
Are you listening? Anyway, we need to... Futaga's monitoring of Akechi's phone has
It's on a completely different level.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but his offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggested...
To think he would be this far gone. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a...
If the 8 of us can enter at once, he may even be able to bring in...
So, this really was just a setup to...
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the... And he told us he had seen the true culprit.
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicide. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that...
No. Akechi is merely a tool. He's an unimaginable fiend, capable of...
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even...
But what means do we have a...
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once...
I think that will be the case eventually, Rook. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're in easy... He realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan.
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
But if we go into the palace like we're told...
Palace? The palace? Actually, there's something... Aha! We can use the palace to...
What's this all of a sudden?
There's a way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity.
Really?
You gotta be kidding me!
If he wants to kill the guy, why that is, inside of a... Yes, we could have him kill the cognitive version. Yeah, that's it! It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can care...
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work.
Waiting upstairs. Go tell him to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you...
It's ancient history.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Hey, you big bastard.
How've you been? You must be fine if you're joking around like that.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell Boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the meta.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were...
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi...
That wasn't something we could simply bring. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other...
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not In other words, you left him alone on purpose.
God, I can't keep up with any of this. So what was this mistake Akechi made?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's...
You mean
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry.
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for...
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting,
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, but we already saw him drop a meg...
Oh, I know a place!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought...
Mona was the only one who... That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hit.
It seemed odd upon further thought. That said, we weren't so naive. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone. I pretended to be interested in checking the phone. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so... Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening...
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide. Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that...
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have...
So they plan to get rid of that guard...
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day... And thus, the dangerous criminal... When he does, you will become a great...
I knew he was acting strangely.
He's no ace detective. On top of that, someone with great authority. That's why we had to make a move.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail?
We're sorry for using you without your permission.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the car.
That place is based on the real world after all.
That's why nobody but the person who uses...
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station. You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when
I was seriously impressed. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it. Yeah, it's good we have...
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is...
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with... But I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, Sid. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was...
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima.
And regarding its location, I take it you used...
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check...
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make a perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation.
Since he had yet to be caught, though...
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, they looked no different from actual...
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace.
Everything went as planned up until... However, it was then, as a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure... Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand. This was because we knew the police would be coming.
We made sure before the operation that the police... And just as expected, he totally...
Him getting captured by the police when...
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been... It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly... Surely, he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity.
All I could do was try to handle... So in other words, I've been to the metaverse.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during... Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True. Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never... That persuasion was easily our great... We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was...
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. I see. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I'd realize that our leader was telling the truth.
As a result, we emerged...
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the...
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene.
The bad guys?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages in the and since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, as a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima's...
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody...
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, the callous use of violence, if he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, I'm truly glad you made...
I almost became one of your...
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated. Even with that, I couldn't help...
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but consider...
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and careful...
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down.
We knew he was alive, but it would...
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just... What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. Very well. From here forward, I will... You saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me know. Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
That sounds familiar.
It's me,
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly,
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled.
I had him work quite His loss should be more.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the...
The SIU is in disarray with his death.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a...
All possible hindrances are now gone.
And on to our next story. The SNAP discussion is swirling around potential nominees, as the candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together.
Have you figured out who's behind?
Akechi accidentally let that slip. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I heard...
He is unmistakably a man of power.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
I believe he's a politician. Remember
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there... First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration. He's maintained a negative stance toward the fan. On top of that, he'll most likely become the...
No!
Did he set us up with that election in...
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition.
So his current position and popularity is just him. We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all, just based on the connections I had from... I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research from the moment Wakaba died. That there wasn't anything I could...
Why didn't you say that soon?
You guys would have definitely... He would have just killed all of you, no doubt.
Originally, I was looking into them. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon... So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all the mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was...
What's going to happen to this country if Shido...
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido. The got a hit! Well, duh.
Where would the location...
What kind of things go through...
I always think of dirty money and shady...
What does he do? And where?
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Hell yeah! Nobody against it?
Of course!
He will be a worthy of...
Let's win this together. Time for revenge. Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that diet...
So that's the app that allowed me to enter...
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show...
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright?
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose. Shido tried to place all the... He has ruined countless lives. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such...
We'll be making use of the police statement that our leader, who is presumed dead, he'll say he has escaped prison. Not...
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all...
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured in a... What fright...
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no... We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this...
Back then, you earned the meat. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively...
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by... I recall that's when you came to me. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in.
I made those troublesome opponents psych...
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart... But then when someone like that said he'd support me...
It's because I sympathized. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved.
Well, my faith in you was... I only need you using that power.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it?
Any suspicions should be snubbed. After all, we had...
Astounding, isn't it? He was quite surprised when you confronted him. Well, I got that out of his shadow.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men. The general public has forsaken such political...
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent... Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use...
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths, and which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turned psychotic, and thus the charismatic aced it.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean imp. Once I gained public sentiment, the police were no exception. With their management in mind.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become...
And they were just brats once we looked into it.
When you told me that, I knew then that...
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. The current administration is dead with ongoing... Even the government parties have begun splitting up. The time has finally come. However, inauguration isn't my goal. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish...
In other words, you're creating a powerful...
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, that is my... Your assistance has been very influential when I become Prime Minister.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country. Surely my story will be passed down as a... I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my...
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't...
I am thinking about the future, though.
Well, how do I put this?